Hello, welcome to a tech video tutorial about Slack. My name is Kerry Sanchez, and I'm a recent graduate from the Special Education program at Cal Poly. First, I'd like to share an overview of Slack. Slack is an online workspace that allows users to communicate and collaborate with others. In this tutorial, I will be highlighting 3 features that are useful for teachers. The first feature of Slack is the separate channels and workspaces. As a teacher, you can use this separate different periods, subjects, grade levels, or however you see fit. The channels can be used for different topics within one class. Let's see what I'm talking about in Slack. For separate channels and workspaces, you can see I created a workspace for my English class. And inside the workspace, I was able to create channels based on the books we would read. Inside each channel, I could post discussion topics, quizzes, polls, post assignments, and more on that specific book. Additionally, if I wanted to have only one workspace with multiple classes, I'm able to make the channels private to limit the number of participants of students in that class. The next feature of Slack is the embedded apps. There are so many different kinds of apps. They can be used depending on your needs. Some of the most applicable for teachers would be Zoom, Polls, Google Suite, and others depending on your district. Next, you can look through the embedded apps and add whatever ones to your Slack account. You can scroll down to the purple section in the bar on the left. This starts empty, but I've already downloaded some and show here. You can add the plus button to add more apps. You may have to create an account or log into an account, depending on the app. From the apps, you are able to add it to the channel, or from the channel, you're able to use a / mark and different keywords to put into the chat. For example, to start a Zoom meeting, I can do / and the word Zoom or Zoom meeting and the topic, and send it out to the chat. People are able to join using this link. Another example is the poll app. It can be easily added after typing / poll, whatever question, then your answers in quotation marks. You can have as many answers as you want. Once you send it out, students are able to see it and they can vote. And you'll see that. If you start from the poll app, you're able to make your own poll. You're also able to use polls already created. And you're able to make these options anonymous, which is a good way to check in with what your students need. Another feature of Slack is its ability to not only be able to access through your browser, like I am now, but you could also download an app onto your computer or onto your phone and log into your Slack account. Within each of these spaces, you're able to enable notifications. You can enable notifications by pressing on this down arrow next to your workspace and going to preferences. You can choose what notifications you see, all messages, certain things, or nothing. And you can change these between the different devices you use, like your phone versus your computer. You're also able to allow notifications for threads you're following in your channel. Now I'd like to share a quick example using Slack in the classroom. Here, I created a workspace for each of my classes. I separated it by periods, but there are also general and random channels where everyone within my workspace can post and chat. I can add additional students to the workspace by inviting them from the top left corner, people and users, and pressing invite people with their email. I'm also able to invite certain people automatically and have them added in if they have certain email addresses, like for your certain district. I can invite them into the private channels by pressing / by pressing / invite, and then @ their user. So whoever's not in here already. Sending it out. So now they're in that period. If I want everyone to receive a notification within a channel, I can type channel, @channel, and my message. But if I want to comment back to a specific student, I can reply to a certain thread using the reply bubble above their message. I can use a reply bubble to comment. I can also add them when I comment, and I can do both at the same time. I can also create a new discussion by sharing a resource and asking a question. Students could share their responses as well as respond to others through Slack. And if we're in a class meeting using Slack, I can send out an online quiz like Socrative. They're able to click the link, type in the code, and take a quiz with me right there. This would be great for a formative or summative assessment. Slack was created for online workspaces to take place, but really lends itself well to a classroom. Thank you for learning about Slack. I hope you've enjoyed this technology video tutorial from the School of Education at Cal Poly.